studio criminal defense attorney Sara Azari.
Please welcome criminal defense attorney Sara Azari.
Criminal defense attorney Sara Azari.
Sara Azari, she is a criminal defense attorney.
Well, Attorney Sara Azari joins me here now for more on...
Two big problems I see with this case is, one, where's the motive? Where's the $1 million life insurance policy? Where are the affairs? Where are the things that we normally see in these cases that lead a husband to kill his wife?
Kidnapping in most states, including Florida, is a first-degree felony. It's a very serious crime.
They're looking at a pretty big lawsuit here. People say, well, why would she make this up? I think it's really clear. In California, she's entitled to collect spousal support for half the length of her marriage. In this case, it's a 15-month marriage. I call it a long date.
We all have a right to privacy. Even students who are, in high school, they don't shed those rights when they walk into the school grounds. So the issue here is, to what extent can school administrators search a cell phone?
These tapes were taken into consideration by the judge, who said, I'm not going to go with the deal of 12 and a half years. I'm going to give you 15. I'm going to give you more, which is not very common.
It was a classic confession that was coerced. They promised him things that were false. They said he's not going to get in trouble, and of course he was convicted.
Much like some of the other assertions and accusations that we've seen come out from this administration, there is no evidence to support that these particular countries committed terrorist acts on U.S. soil. Not one example has been presented, and that is why the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals couldn't really reconcile this. When you talk about justice, you also have to talk about a statute of limitation. Statute of limitation exists to protect the defendant and his constitutional rights. Right. It's that you have X amount of time within which to bring a case, because otherwise the defendant doesn't have the ability to defend himself.
Let's use the same standard that Jeff Sessions used on Bill Clinton, which was prosecute him, throw him in jail, give him up to 5 years of maximum prison time, give him the $250,000 fine that applies. The misconduct we're talking about here is treason. It has to do with national security. It's extremely serious. It has nothing to do with oral copulation in somebody's personal life.
Does that mean every time we're stopped by the police, you should start filming yourself?
Absolutely, we must, because given what we know about these laws that are popping up in different states, that might be the only way that we can protect ourselves and archive this footage.